take some example, all mangoes are donkeys, right? And some donkeys are monkeys. So basically you have two statements given to you in a syllogism question, typically. Two statements that we call it as statement A and statement B. And he's trying to, you're supposed to identify a deductive logic from given two statements, right? And you have various forms of the same type of question, which is asked in syllogisms. See, the idea is, I was just observing most of you, on an average you are taking around 2 minutes to solve one question, right? So, next 45 minutes, trust me, it's all about learning logically what is happening to these statements. If you can do that, I think it's not more than 30 seconds to crack one question without even drawing a single diagram. Trust me. Okay? So for that for you to understand that, let's look at various forms of statement. All A's or B's. This is one type that you will get. Or no A is a B. No A is a B. Or you have statements of the form some A's or B's and some A's or not B's. So these are the four major types of questions. There is some small variations that happen. Sometimes you'll say all A's may be B's, or we'll handle those special cases later. But most of the cases, rather 95% of the cases, you have these four types of questions. When I say first type of statements, we also call them as propositions. Don't worry about the grammar behind it. Okay, so all A's or B's, no A is a B, some A's or B's, and some A's or not B's. These are the four types of statements. Now, I would like you to define them on few things so that we understand the logic. Now, basically there are two things that are coming here. One is the quantity and one is the quality. Let's understand these statements on quantity. When I say quantity, what is the quantity, sir? In this one, quantity kahan se aa raha hai? Now, all apples or mangoes. Are we talking about all apples, which is universally anything to do with apples, or are we talking about a particular set of apples? All apples, right? So we are talking about universal. So we'll, in terms of quantity, in all A's or B's, we'll call it as universal. Okay, now if I say some A's or B's, is it universal? No, it's particular. So we'll define such a statement as particular in terms of quantity. Okay, now why I'm saying is, when we learn logically, I want you to understand whether it's a universal statement or it's a particular statement. Okay, now the second thing is on quality. Now what is the quality here? Now, when someone says all monkeys are donkeys, so can I say we are confirming that all monkeys are donkeys here? When I say something like all mangoes are donkeys, I am somehow saying that all mangoes, I'm confirming or I'm affirming that these mangoes are donkeys? Yes or no? Yes. So when I say some monkeys are not donkeys, or all monkeys are not donkeys, am I affirming here? No, I am negating something. So I'm saying that all monkeys are not donkeys. So here, from now on, when I say all A's or B's, it's universal, and it's also confirming that all A's or B's. So we'll define such a statement as universal affirmative. We are affirming something, so we'll call it as universal affirmative. Now, no A is a B. Is it universal? Yes, it's universal, and it is negative. So it is negating, we'll term that or we'll define it as negative. So we have universal affirmative. No A is B is universal negative. What about some A's or B's? Particular affirmative. What about some A's or not B's? Particular negative. Particular negative. Just take that. See, for me to, as I told you at the start of the class, when you're solving questions, you need not draw Venn diagrams, right? But to learn that logic, we need to use Venn diagrams. Okay, so to explain that logic to you, that comes naturally to your mind, let's use some Venn diagrams, understand them, then you need not use Venn diagrams at all. Okay, so all of you just draw how does this all A's or B's look like using Venn diagrams. Now next highlighting, you put it as Venn diagrams, and we'll take each statement. First we'll take universal affirmative, right? Show me how that diagram looks like. All A's or B's. All A's or B's, right? But is there, I saw someone drawing a little differently other than this. Any other way of looking at it? Very good, awesome, I like that. So all A's or B's, you can also draw this like that and say this is A comma B, right? So these are the two possibilities of all A's or B's. One possibility is all A's or B's. So your B is a subset. Yeah.
Sir, I don't agree with the second.
Okay, why?
Sir, because all B's are also A's, that is not sure. No,
No, that's not sure.
so that
No.
represents A and B same.
Correct. Hold it. I'm with you. So now all A's or B's is the only thing that we are aware of.
Yes.
Right? Nothing else. You're not deducting any logic yet.
Yes.
I'm not deducting any logic. All A's or B's. Does this diagram satisfy that?
Yes.
Does this diagram satisfy that?
It's satisfied. But
I'm interested in that one. I'm saying for this statement, all A's or B's, what are the ways of showing that diagram? All A's or B's. So there are only two possibilities for the statement, all A's or B's. A is a subset of B, or A and B are same. We are not coming back now. I'm not discussing whether all B's are A's or not. I'm not coming there at all. I'm just talking about how all A's or B's looks like. This could be one possibility of drawing that diagram. This is another possibility. Will you agree with it until here? That's it. I'm not defining anything back.
yes.
कोई deduct the logic नहीं आया अभी तक. Will you agree that this statement and these two diagrams are in sync with each other?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. Now draw no A is B. I hope everyone is comfortable with no A is B. So no A is B is simple, or all A's are not B's. No A is B का मतलब क्या हो गया? All A's are not B's. That means we are saying all A's are not B's. So that means they are away from each other. All A's are not B's. Right? So that's the only way we can draw this. Is there any other way? No.
Sir, for all A's are not B's, it can be like some A's are B's.
No. Once again you're getting into you're deducting something. No, hold your breath. So we think too much about these statements. That's the problem.
Sir, but all A's are not B's technically means some A's can be B's.
I'm not coming there yet. अभी बोला ना यार, मैं पहले अपन define कर लेते हैं, draw कैसा करते हैं देखते हैं, उसके बाद deductive logic पे आते हैं. Can you hold your breath until then?
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा देरी, उसके बाद मजा आएगा, बता रहा हूँ मैं. Just hold your breath. Is everyone okay until here? Yeah? So, as we are flowing, don't stop your logic anywhere. Wherever you are, you ensure that that is clear in your head. Some A's or B's, quickly. Some A's or B's. Okay, good. So some A's or B's, what's the way to draw it? These are A's, these are B's. Now, some A's or B's, we have to show something is common there, so some A's or B's there. Is that okay? Can I say this is the best representation of some A's or B's? Some A's or B's, so there are some A's or B's, that is something that we are very sure of and we are representing it. Is that okay?
The
last one.
So the first one could also follow.
Which one?
The first diagram that you said.
Yeah.
If you interchange that B and A.
Right. Now here, okay. So what do you want to say? Repeat.
Even that
Even
will
that
follow.
will follow.
B and A, if you interchange, then some B or A.
No, some A or B.
Some A or B. That's a portion of A or B.
No,
Not
this,
all the
this
way.
diagram, is it representing some A's or B's?
All A's or B's, it is a prism.
I'm asking a question.
No,
Sir.
it could
Could
represent.
Ricardo? What I'm saying is only this statement, some A's or B's. What's the best representation? This one or this one?
Best
Yeah,
one
if
is
some are A's or B's, that will also follow all.
No, it is talking about particular.
Hold your breath. Yeah, repeat what you're saying.
If I have something all A's and B's,
Yeah.
if we have that statement, some A's and B's are also true.
So some A's or B's is a subset of this statement.
Yes.
No, why are you worried about that? I'm asking you some A's or B's. How do you represent some A's or B's? Is this the best representation or is this the best representation?
Second.
Live with it. For a moment, live with it. Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you okay? What I'm trying to take you, the reason I'm stopping you there, the biggest reason for that is we think too much about these statements. अरे ये ऐसा भी हो सकता है, वैसा भी हो सकता है, we confuse. So that's the reason we take a lot of time in solving a question. What I'm trying to do with you now in this class is, I'm trying to make it simpler, very precise. Go with statement as statement. After that, we'll derive few rules of deductive logic, and those rules are very logical in nature. तेरे को confusion ही नहीं होगा, अरे यार ये ऐसा भी हो सकता है, वैसा ऐसा भी नहीं हो सकता, ऐसा ही होगा. इतना confidence रहेगा. Hold करो अपना breath को थोड़ा देर. ठीक है? Are you okay with some A's or B's? Yeah. Let's come to the last one. Some A's or not B's. Draw with this diagram.
Same thing.
Same thing. करो.
Again, more possibilities can come.
Some A's.
Draw. Some A's or not B's.
Just the shade.
Yeah, everyone look here now. Now that's the reason some A's or not B's. The best way to draw some A's or B's is, maybe what you draw is right, some A's or not B's. That's the best way to draw. You don't know what other A's. Don't draw about it. Some A's or not B's. This is the best representation of some A's or not B's. This is not. In this you are saying some A's or B's, which you don't know.
So in previous question, we
Yeah.
drew some A's or B's.
Yes.
That was the one.
Yes. That's the reason I kept it. Still kept it. I erased this, but I kept it just because I know this will come up. Good. Yeah.
So how come we know that the others are not B's?
I'm not saying others are not B's. I only know that some A's or B's.
So, but we are trying.
No, we are trying to complete that diagram. We are not saying anything about it.
But sir, here you have drawn only part of A,
Yes, part of A.
and only here we also know only part of A's. Other part of A we don't.
Correct.
So we can draw.
So if you want to just keep it like that and leave it, that's okay. But here I'm representing, I'm only sure about these things these are B's. I'm not confirming anything to do with the remaining part of A, the remaining part of B. I'm not saying anything about it. Neither I'm mixing it with each other, nor I'm saying that they are away from each other. I don't know about it. I'm confidently saying that some A's or B's.
And you could have cut off the remaining part of A, right?
काट के क्या करेंगे? कहाँ रखेंगे? कहीं और दूर लगाएंगे? Doesn't matter. ऐसा लगा ले, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. But what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. This represents it very well.
It's already outside.
It's already outside. So you don't, you see what I'm saying from the statement is I'm sure some A's or B's.
Sir, and what is the need here to keep the part?
Very good. I'll tell you why. Now, the need is to get that logic in your mind very clear. The deductive logic that I want you to understand, it will become easier if you start seeing this like this. That I know that some A's are away from me. Some A's are not B's. Now, where is that remaining A? I don't know. The remaining A could be inside. The remaining A could be here, like that. Remaining A could be like that also. I don't know. So, the thing that I don't know, let's not draw it. What generally happens in such cases when we solve using Venn diagrams is, we waste our energies drawing that, and in the process there's a chance of making a mistake. But if you start seeing it like this, trust me, you will not even draw after a while. और खबरें और भी हैं, देखते रहेगा. एक 15 मिनट रुक जाओ, ये draw करने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Okay? Are you okay? So what's the best representation of some A's or not B's? That's the representation, right?
Sir, can it be like that, sir? B is under A, sir, and the remaining part.
B is under A. बता दिखा कैसे draw करेगा?
Sir, that only first one.
Interchange.
Oh no! You're drawing a different statement altogether. By drawing like this, you're saying all A's or B's.
No, no, sir. B, A.
ऐसा नहीं करोगे. In a way, you are telling me that all B's are A's.
ये common subject part ना sir, in between.
कहाँ पर?
वो common वाला जो part है.
Some part of
some part of A.
So this one.
Yes, sir.
ये क्या बोलना चाहते हो आप?
Some part of A are not B.
No, you don't know. Okay.
Clearly it is showing you, sir.
Okay. I think let me take an example. Okay. If I make a statement, some boys in this class are handsome. Some boys in this class are handsome. What does that mean? Some boys are not handsome. Does it give that logic? I'm asking a question. No, it only tells me that some boys are handsome. भाई उतना ही knowledge है मेरे को ये 6 लोगों को जानता हूँ वो handsome है भाई. मैं जाके अनिल नायर को बाहर जाके मिला, अनिल नायर सर को बोला, यार, some boys in your class are handsome, or some girls in your class are beautiful. Does that mean that some girls are not beautiful? No, I don't know. Similarly, if during my interaction with this boy, I realized he's really wise. I said, some boys are wise in your class. Does that mean some boys are not wise? No, even that doesn't mean that way. I only know some are wise. I don't have data about the rest of the boys. Similarly, I spent some time with this guy. I felt he's stupid. I go to Anil Nair and tell him, some boys in your class are stupid. So what does that mean? The remaining boys are wise or not stupid? I don't know. So what I'm trying to tell you is, in deductive logic, please stick to the statement and understand what that statement gives you a deductive logic. We'll come to that. Just hold your breath for a while. Another 15 minutes, you will tell me stories now.
Sir, you can also take out that B also.
क्यों मेहनत कर रहे हो यार? थोड़ा देर इससे, can you live with it for a while? You're okay with the statement, Sami, or not, please?
Yes.
Okay, if you're still not okay, if you want to see other more possibilities, then I'll tell you, just take it and keep your mouth shut for 10 minutes. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean that. What I'm trying to tell you is just hold your breath for another 10 minutes. Live with this. That's the best way to show some A's or not B's. Okay, don't confuse yourself further. Okay? Now, are you done? Are you clear with this? Yeah. So now we get into a very interesting term that I want everyone to understand. because we'll be using this term like crazy. Like in every question, we'll not be using the Venn diagrams, but we'll be using a term called distribution. Or I will write it as totally defined. Totally defined distribution or totally defined. Okay. Now, in a statement like all A's or B's, what is the subject and what is the predicate?
A is the subject.
Very good. A is the subject and B is predicate. No A is B. A is the subject and B is predicate. Some A's or B's.
A is the subject.
A is the subject and B is the predicate. Some A's or not B's. A is the subject and B is the predicate. Now here in our 4 propositions that we are writing here, so there are, in everything there is a subject, there is a predicate, right? Now, when I know all A's or B's, can you tell me whether we have total knowledge of the subject or do we have total knowledge of the predicate?
Subject.
किसका knowledge पूरा है अपने पास?
Subject.
Subject का knowledge पूरा है. All A's or both these diagrams. So now in this diagram, do we have total idea of B? No. That's the reason you were telling me we should not draw like this. But from these 2 diagrams, whatever it is, do we have full knowledge of A? Do you have full knowledge of B? You have full knowledge of A. So for me, A is distributed, or your subject is distributed in a universal affirmative. Distribution matlab something that you are totally aware of, totally defined. A set which you are totally aware of is distribution for me. It's a term I'm defining for you. Okay? So what do you mean by distribution? Something that is totally distributed means that is something totally understood or totally defined in your proposition. Are you okay? Is everyone okay with that? Brilliant. So now, tell me what is distributed in universal negative?
Nothing is B.
No A is B is the statement. No A is B is a statement. The way we draw it is like this. No A is B or all A's are not B's.
Again, subject is
Both are universally defined.
Both are defined. Brilliant. I like that. See, you're thinking now. Very simple. In all A's are not B's or no A is B, for me both are defined because all apples are not mangoes. All apples are not mangoes. So obviously all mangoes are also not apples. You're totally aware of these 2 sets in context of the statement. All A's are not B's. Who are distributed? Both subject as well as predicate. So both A and B are distributed. डाउट है तो यही होना भाई. अब भी डाउट होना, बाद में डाउट आता मजा नहीं आएगा. Until now, whatever we have learned, is it in your head or is it in your books?
head.
Are you sure? Good, brilliant. Now tell me some A's or B's.
Both are not defined.
Brilliant. Nothing is distributed. I'm not aware of neither the subject nor the predicate. I'm not totally aware of neither the subject nor the predicate. Simple. मेरे को दोनों की जानकारी नहीं है भाई. पूरी जानकारी नहीं है तो नहीं है. It's not distributed. None is distributed. I write the word none there. None is distributed. Last one is critical. Once again, we'll have a lot of debates here. Let's see.
None.
I wish
Again,
without any
again, none.
debate we'll get it. Some A's or not B's?
None.
None.
None. None. Okay.
Predicate is distributed.
Why? I like it.
We know about these. A's are not these.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So I see a knot there also. I like it. You totally agree with that? Yeah, you're saying not, yeah, it makes sense. Yes, it makes sense. Let's understand this. Some A's are not B's. I know there are some A's, there is some set of A's which is totally away from my entire set B. There are some A's which are totally away from my B.
So we know about B.
So we know about B.
Then only you can say.
But still some A can be B.
I don't know about that. In the context of this some A's, these some monkeys that we are talking about, B is totally away from it. मेरे को थोड़े A's ऐसे पता है जो B से पूरे दूर है. So here for me, this is that set. It's not A's. It is some A's is what I want to understand in the context of B.
So we can make it totally different.
Totally defined, yes. I'm not saying A is defined totally. I'm saying B is defined
How
totally.
can it be defined totally?
In the context of some A's, which are not B's.
So B's territory is still not defined. Now some A can still be B.
No, you're not getting it. In the context of these A's, not entire A's. In the context of these A's, I'm saying B is totally distributed. I'm not talking in the context of entire A. Please understand this. Are you okay? Are you okay? Another 10 minutes, ये doubt भी निकल जाएगा भाई आपके mind में से. Sir जी, there's some level of doubt. 2%, 5%. Just wait for another 15 minutes. This will make sense to you, what I'm saying. Are you okay? Is everyone okay? Yeah? So some A's or not B's, who is distributed here?
B is just.
B is distributed. You read some mail? Okay. Now we are getting into deductive logic as logic. Okay, we have just, until now, what we have done in the class, we tried to define these 4 propositions. Then, what did we do after that? Just saw how this can be drawn using Venn diagrams. Then we tried to understand the distribution, which one is getting distributed in the context of the other subject and predicate in their context, what is distributed and what is the knowledge that we have from the given statements. Right now what we do is, there are 2 types of inferences that you are supposed to learn. One is immediate inference, which will be of a lot of importance to most of you. And there is something called a mediate inference. Now, what is the difference between immediate and mediate? Immediate inference is in the context of a single statement, right? Now we'll come back to this later. First, let's do this. Now, immediate inference. Now, when I have a statement like all A's or B's, what are the immediate inferences we can draw without even the second statement? Assume that we have only one statement, all A's or B's. What's your name? Abhishek. So Abhishek, in one of the statements, he was asking me what is the inference for this. So I was asking him to hold for a moment. Now I'm getting into inferences now. If I have a statement like all A's or B's, what all can I infer from that statement?
Some B are not A.
Okay. Some B are not A. Can we infer that?
No.
Some B's are A's.
Very good. We cannot infer that. Some
B's are A's.
B's are A's. Okay.
Some B's are not A.
Okay. Let hold for a moment. We'll take all the statements and we'll define what is right, what is wrong. Yeah, go ahead. What did you say?
Some B's are not A.
Some B's are not A's. Yeah, you said something.
Some B's are A's.
Some B's are A's.
All A's are B's.
All A's are.
B's.
That's a statement, man. Okay.
Some A's are B's.
Some A's or B's, okay. Anything else? Will all agree with all the three statements?
First one you
First
cannot
one
take.
you cannot.
Very good. So will you agree with the other two?
Yes.
Yes. It makes a lot of sense. The other two are the immediate inferences. Let's see why. All A's or B's. You know these are the only two ways of drawing this, all A's or B's. These are the only two ways that you can draw all A's or B's. Now when all A's or B's, can I say some A's are also B's? From this statement? Yes. Can I say from this statement also some A's or B's? So does this hold good? Does this hold good? Yes, it holds good. Can I say some B's or A's?
Yes.
From this diagram also? From this diagram also, can I say some B's or A's? So even this makes a lot of sense. Can I say some B's or not A's?
Second not satisfied.
From this, yes we can, but from this we are not sure. And this is another possibility of all A's or B's. I'm not sure of this deduction. Are you okay? Is everyone okay?
Yes.
So can I say all B's or A's? तो obviously नहीं. Yes or no? Or can I say that all B's are not A's? No, I cannot say that. So what are the two possible answers for all A's or B's? What are the immediate inferences that we can draw? So without even a single doubt in your mind, you can confidently say, because all A's or B's, I can say that some A's or B's and some B's are. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yes.
So these are the two inferences that can be drawn. So these are the two immediate inferences. Yeah, come on. Now tell me for no A is B.
No B is A.
Very good. No A is B. So I can confidently say no B is A. Is everyone okay?
Yes.
Can I say this?
Yes.
Confidently, immediately, with that single statement, if no A is B, all A's are not B's, so obviously all B's are not A's. Are you okay? Are you okay? Brilliant. Next.
Some B's are not A's, some A's are not B's.
Some.
B's are not A's, some A's are not B's.
Okay. Okay. Some B's or some A's are not B's. बोला ना पहले आपने. Some A's are not B's. Very good.
Some B's are A's.
Some B's are
Some B's are
Not A's.
not A's.
Some B's are yes.
Some B's are A's.
No.
No, I like that. No. Brilliant.
Some B's are
Yeah. No A is B. So you have your no A is B or all A's are not B's. So all A's are not B's. Therefore I can say all B's are not A's. Makes sense? Some A's are not B's.
Makes sense.
Some B's are not A's.
Yes.
Some A's are not B's कहाँ से आपने क्या बोला? Some A's और B's किसने बोला?
Some B's are A's.
Some B's और A's कैसा बोलोगे आप?
Third का बताया.
Third का
Third का नहीं कर रहे यार, second का कर रहे हैं. हाँ? So for the second statement, these are the three inferences possible. Any doubt? Stop me here. ये माइंड में घुस जाना चाहिए भैया. All A's और B's दिखते हैं. Some A's और B's, some B's और A's. That's it. All A's are not B's. All B's are not A's. Some A's are not B's. Some B's are not A's. Simple. कोई वेन डायग्राम नहीं, कुछ नहीं. ये माइंड में बैठ जाना चाहिए. Are you okay? Good. Yeah. Let's come to the third one now. Some A's or B's.
Some B's are yes.
Some A's or B's.
Some B's are yes.
Some B's or A's.
Some B's are not.
So that's it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Clap it all. Action. Right. Okay. So, where are we? All mangoes are chairs. So some chairs are tables. Generally, what's your mind is saying is some mangoes or some chairs or tables. So if you draw this particular diagram, you will think that some mangoes or tables or some tables or mangoes, you end up marking this as the answer. Right? But what if the same thing, which is some chairs or tables, you don't know which some chairs. This could be these chairs that are tables. So some chairs or tables could be this diagram, some chairs or tables could be this diagram. So we are not sure, therefore this is not a sure deductive logic. So this cannot be an answer. But the point is, as I told you, as I promised you, are not supposed to draw any diagrams. Let's take the rule. Rule 1. The middle term must be distributed. The middle term must be distributed at least once. At least once in the premise. In the premise. In the premise means the initial two statements of premise, right? These are the two premises. This is a conclusion. We are trying to draw a conclusion. So these are the two premises. So the middle term must be distributed at least once in the premise. Otherwise, inference drawn is uncertain or doubtful. Inference drawn is uncertain or doubtful. Full stop. In short, no immediate inference can be drawn. No, in short, comma, no immediate inference can be drawn. So from now on, guys, whenever you see two statements, look for the middle term. Is the middle term distributed? No, answer is none. Period. कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. All mangoes or chairs? Is chairs distributed?
No.
What is the middle term in these two statements? Chairs. Is it distributed in the first premise?
No.
Is it distributed in the second premise?
No.
So no immediate inference can be drawn. ज़्यादा दिमाग मत लगाओ, drawing मत करो, Venn diagram मत draw करो, टक करके चले जाओ, 5 सेकंड में problem solve हो जाएगा. If the middle term is not distributed, no inference can be drawn because it will be uncertain in any case, whatever will be the situation. Because your middle term, see, it's logical. If you want to understand the other way around, let's assume this is A, my right hand is A, my left hand is C, and my body is B, which is the middle term. If my entire body is not distributed, if you are not aware of the entire body, how will you connect this set A with set B? You can't. So you should be totally aware of the middle term, otherwise it's very difficult for you to think of a deductive logic between A and C. Are you okay? So that's the same thing. What I'm trying to say is A relates to B and B relates to C. If your middle term is not distributed, if you're not aware of this middle term totally, you cannot relate A and C. What is the relation is the secondary thing. Guys, please understand. What is the relation is the secondary. What I'm saying is, if it is not distributed in totality, in at least one of the premise, there's no sense in giving a logic between A and C. Make sense?
Yes.
That's the logic. That's the rule. Are you okay? Rule 1 is clear? Yes. Come on, take one more example. Some ships or aeroplanes. Some ships or aeroplanes. All aeroplanes or jets. All aeroplanes or jets. Option 1. All ships or jets. No ships or jets. Some ships are jets.
Some ships are jets.
All jets are ships.
Some
Some ships are jets. But that is not in third one.
Okay, so this is a direct question, right? Some ships are aeroplanes, all aeroplanes are jets. There's nothing, no rule can be, there's no need of applying any rule. Some ships are aeroplanes and all aeroplanes are jets. You can directly say that some ships are jets without any thinking. So some ships are jets is the right answer. Okay, take one more example, then we'll come to rule 2.